At Thrifty AV, I've reviewed a couple of HDMI, USB video capture devices like this one, but to use a device like this, you need a computer. Well, the folks at ClearClick have sent over this HD Video Capture Box Ultimate. This is a video capture device that's standalone. I do not need a computer to use this. I'm going to unbox this and test it with multiple HDMI sources. That's coming up on Thrifty AV. Here we have a ClearClick HD Video Capture Box Ultimate. Before I get into the box, let's look at the outside of the box. Okay, it says it records from HD HDMI sources, records from SD AV sources, so that's handy. Has a 3.5-inch preview screen, and it saves to USB SD, no computer required. Inside we have the capture box, user manual, remote control, HDMI cable, AV cable, USB power cable, and a power adapter. A little foam protection on top. Here is the unit itself. That looks like a barrel jack power. This is a headset jack. AV in, HDMI in, HDMI out, USB and USB to PC. So it can be used with a computer if you want to use it like that. Here's the infrared detector for your remote. Over here there's a sticker over the SD card slot. And while we're peeling stickers, remove the temporary screen protector by slowly pulling the green tab. So here we go. I don't know if that was slow enough. Let's see what else is in this box. Here is an AV adapter for composite video with left and right audio. Here's the HDMI cable. Here is a USB-A to barrel plug for power. Here's a 2-amp USB power adapter. And here is the infrared remote. Takes AAA batteries. And here are the instructions, full 1-year warranty and USA-based tech support. Instructions are entirely in English. My power strip here has USB power, but I want to go ahead and check out this power adapter. The first press to power this up was a long press, so if you encounter that, this thing's not going to turn on instantly when you hit the power button. Okay, I see a 24% and a little battery indicator. So this thing does seem to have battery power in here. That's a good thing if you are in a remote location. While charging the battery, I found on the box that the battery is 3,000 milliamp hours. And Keith from ClearClick says that this should last at least 2 hours of continual use. I went ahead and hooked up the camera that I'm shooting with as an HDMI device, and as you can see, it is feeding a signal in here. In fact, I need to turn the volume down because I am feeding back right now. Okay, so I want to explore the menu here. For language, the default is English. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 languages. I'm going to leave it on English. System date and time. I'm going to go ahead and fix this. Alright, time watermark is an option. I'm going to turn it off. Signal loss detection, that's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Video quality, my choices are 1080p 60, high, 1080p 60 middle, 1080p 60 low, 720p 60, 480p 60. Alright, so I am stuck at 60 frames a second, so I'm just going to leave it at 1080p 60 high. Of course, this could always be down converted to 1080p 30. Video source, the choices are HDMI or AV. I will test the AV later, but for now I want to test the HDMI. USB mode, USB storage mode. You can also go PC storage mode or PC streaming mode. Default storage device, I'm going to start with an SD card. Schedule recording I'm not going to mess with, and then I can restore factory settings. I can format my cards and I can do a firmware upgrade. and it tells me the firmware version. Let's insert and format an SD card. The SD card goes in upside down. Let's format that card, and now it is formatting. All right, I have a fresh formatted SD card in here. So right now I'm feeding a signal into the ClearClick. I'm going to hit record. I am now recording on the ClearClick, and now you are watching me from the video that has been recorded on the ClearClick. Now I'm back on the 4K 60 signal. Now I'm back on the 1080p ClearClick captured HDMI signal. I did frame grabs of the original source from the Panasonic HCX 1000 as well as the ClearClick capture. Aside from the resolution difference, there's also slightly more contrast on the source and the black level slightly higher on the captured signal, but this is a usable captured signal. Black level and contrast can be adjusted in post to closer match the original source material. For my next demonstration, I'm going to hook the Atari Flashback 9 up to the ClearClick. Now the Atari outputs at 720p, so I'll be interested in seeing how the ClearClick deals with that. Also, I'm going to try out the gaming headset feature on the ClearClick, so I'm going to go ahead and plug this thing in. HDMI is hooked up and I am getting the Atari Flashback screen. I'm going to go ahead and start recording. Right now you're listening to me through the gaming headset. You should be hearing both my voice and the sounds from the game itself. Now every headset's different, so you may have to adjust the microphone volume on the ClearClick to set it to an optimal level. And it looks like I'm about to clear the first board without losing any men. And the first board is clear. Anyway, this is what a gaming headset sounds like when used with the ClearClick capturing gaming video. While I still have the Atari hooked up, I thought I would talk about what the HDMI output does. It allows you to output to a bigger screen, and it does not disable this screen that's built into the ClearClick. So both screens are going when you use the HDMI output. The next thing I want to talk about is the AV input, which is this mini jack here. And of course it came with this adapter. This could be used to transfer VHS or other vintage video formats, but what I'm going to do is hook up this Frogger game. When using AV instead of HDMI, you do have to go into the menu and change the source to AV. One thing I just discovered is when you're using the AV input and you're using the HDMI out, you do lose the screen on the ClearClick here. So both screens work with an HDMI input, only one screen at a time with an AV input. Now I am playing Frogger with the gaming headset on, so what you should be hearing is the Frogger sounds and my voice over the gaming headset. I've talked about a few of these buttons, but I want to talk about the rest of them now. There's the power button. Here's the record button that I've used to record clips with. Here's the menu button that I accessed the menu with earlier. I boosted or dropped the microphone volume by using these left and right buttons. And the overall output volume of this unit is the up and down buttons. These are also used in the menus. Okay, as far as mode goes, I usually keep it in video record mode, which is this little red looks like a video camera, but you can also take still pictures. So if I hit record right now, it captured a still frame from the Frogger game here. Now if I hit mode a third time, it's playback mode, and I can choose my 13 video or still clips and play them back on the ClearClick or on an HDMI out. The ClearClick is a pretty awesome standalone device, but it can also be used as a USB streaming or capture device. You use the USB to PC jack there, and now it popped up the USB mode menu. USB storage mode, PC storage mode, and PC streaming mode. I'm going to go PC streaming mode. When I'm in PC streaming mode, the ClearClick acts as a webcam. Right now I'm feeding my camera's output into the ClearClick and then feeding the ClearClick into my PC here. And I can actually record some of this. And now I'm recording the output of the ClearClick on the cam software on my PC. Now the ClearClick definitely has a good button layout with full functionality on the unit itself, but I want to talk about the remote. First thing I'm going to do is the power button. Okay, it's powering up. Okay, my HDMI signal has shown up, so I'm going to hit the record button, and it is now recording. Stop button stops it from recording. Volume up, volume down. The microphone button up and down is not going to work right now because there's not a headset plugged into it. The menu button, and you can back out of the menu with the back button. You can snap a picture with this button here without changing modes, by the way. You can mute the unit. You can mute the microphone. You can put it in playback mode. You can change your source. You can schedule recordings. You can switch from SD card to USB stick. And you can change languages and you can change the record settings. I feel like I've barely scratched the surface on the ClearClick HD Video Capture Box Ultimate. I haven't fully explored the resolution settings. I haven't scheduled the recording yet, and there's a lot more I could do with it than I've done with it this time. Now, you may have noticed that I did not try to capture from a Roku or a Blu-ray player, and there's a reason for that. This is an HDCP compliant device. What that means is that if this thing detects copy protection, it will not record. That's whether it's in standalone mode or using it as a PC USB capture device. There is a workaround that's discussed in this booklet, a potential workaround, but that's beyond the scale of this video. It'll have to wait for later. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to my patrons for supporting this channel, and remember, stay thrifty, everyone.